jai oman ema Akufo-Addo a obese no sebe onim nyansa saa onim nyansa na dwene mu oha Akufo-Addo eru akyere so din kwasi asem we nyina wi a wo se me kwakwa akoto aeroplane onyansa ni kaso okoto eye jet a nyansa wom onyati we achi ne ma ye din ade ya mepese e bomi din papa jo mahama hia me a no onchia me na onfrɛ me nkorifie na jo mahama onfrɛ me nkorifie a de NDC ni contractor gina ho na the contract ne Emma MPP ni contractor me Bobie Ansah de to be honest say me kurade a NDC ni first
commander me be me fam voters ID card my crowd build there say nda ye to aba kama ye ready me say akoto aba.
And he himself is a scammer. The government at the time, through finance minister, scammed Ghana.
What kakra? It's a Akufo-Addo buy no. Na oye scam, almost scam Ghana for ofureta bi eni ma scam ne koso kama. Bobie Ansah say NDC for omo ye campaign na ebre yo Mahama. Twa we ni hwem wate. Na omo bre. Twa ni hwem. Ono Bobie Ansah brawa bre pa be bi okoye campaign. And ne wo mo wan bre sa kra ni bibi nti Mahama fu soldiers ne bre hwom waso behwem kwa na Adom Otchere mu nyina nya contract na NDC Adom Otchere mu nya contract na NDC na NDC for now am capable of doing the work no matete wo because NPP for no our friends in NDC yes. In some day, baby, 1 year on, Mahama better just no. You comment to the son of Green Fan Memono.
This is Boadu TV. Truth and integrity.
From 2008, so I understand NDC rhythm. Me NDC rhythm ase. Pa. And from 2008, Mendane Mechida. Never. Never. It has never happened. Now no no be din ko na me ka chen say MPP 8 years no nka say enka nya say yentimi nkonkoji bi ni o. Ena yenimu say mimbo bi emetie enye say menim say politicians edidia media practitioners or NDC but or friends in MPP odidi free or obi MPP ni media but or NDC friends. Ene kwame ene mesube kombekom na Adom Otchere kra nya contract a wo kwame wunya bi. Because of friends. So I know, minim sa game, minim game bopa. Minim bopa. But adia mempe eye butru bojo. Unaisia, adia mempe. Abrabo mempe wo wiase kra no. Fifi kote. Oh, se fifi de na oye penio. Ono no a senior. Ye best in no na fifi kote eye senior. Make ye contemporaries. That time na street in 2008. Na fifi kote no ma ye bia so mo na started setting the record straight. Enti Felix nom fifi no na training Felix nom. Right? But that time no na omo street no mu pa onse na radio gold suhini na James Ajeni Mboaten na omo bofri hoba so we radio gold na akame kwa one man friend say stopper lone ranger myself today Kobe Fiagbe ofie. Yes, I just hope NDC be kind. So I'm kind in Ponia. Now what they cry no more do headache. Now what you say? Oh, you took a very war. You know, so Alhaji Bature, oh, my very good friend. Come here, I am you. Sometimes small boy danger. Ye jiramu kiti ye twiase ni ye jiram ye de fa ni ye jiram munchinuo munsodumo ni ye jiram. Yi Paul amantemfui ene ye ka asema na omo no edo omo se bo omo bo. I say President Mills e ya be hwechi o. Amantemfui ye ka asema na omo de omo se bo omo no bo. But the point is ade ba akopɛ. Ade ne se oman no ebetimi agina ne nan so me Bobie se minya ene idea se NDC ntimi mu oman no a I'll wash my hands. Ya wo minya bi da se me ne obi nam nim sa ade we ade no nipa na ye ne nkwase ade no wodi no na obesei ade, especially when it's about the country. No. But from 2008 my confidence in NDC ejirem sa abepemene and adwuma ekoso ne no from Matamil's time ene President Mahama the first time ene ne justification omwa na me no omo wo multimedia from Asempa time ya no omo se omo ntiase die ntia mempa Akufo-Addo asem no Akufo-Addo 8 years I justify my argument. Yes, Akufo-Addo 8 years. So sometimes me denya me ase Akufo-Addo bedi 8 years no. Asemo me kan no Asempa FM nyina edaho. Omuntimi nyi emmo. Wosi Adom ne kisia onim. Omu nyina anim wo mutrim se asemo Bobie kan ye fa akwawe no. Chirame de amem chirame. And today I heard President Kufuor Afenu complaining. So me the kind of adwena me nyan wo Akufo-Addo ne MPP hono abem say wujai oman ema Akufo-Addo a obese no sebe onim nyansa na adwene mu oha eye wiase afefe de na odi akire enya oman no ena Akufo-Addo eru akyere so ya na mo ahwehwe ko bi fi agbe why amanfo mo to foundation no ya na mo ahwehwe o mo na mo akai o mo. It's very necessary. Yes, I know say politics we move on. So Bobie Ansah can be no or moving on. But hey, bro. Once a while. Afi emwani. Na yeah. And this is supporters I do. Me kasa mi hu 2008 elections. Me hu 2016. 2016 ye lose. I saw it. Ye catch JM say, JM, you are losing 2016. Me koni fie. But na omujiri say ye di agro. Ye agro bi na ye di. Me catch alo. JM num cousin be me catch and say, alo. We are on our way out. Na me eduru sa anu a me nkeka nkwasi asem because even my friends cry me no mo nam nyina I told them that look Charlie we are gone. But na eyinshira because at least Ghana for the opportunity mutimi ewe and the outcome of 2024 results elections no clear. In 2024 obi anywa oto Ghana change JM any national chairman any chief of staff Kwame se who could di JM num omoto campaign to achia na badwe gu botom na yiri mfumpi enye bete se ko fibu achi we di police sa o ka se police ti se campaign na dakro ye tito mu ewura mu western region ebe nene na yusuka ena JM num di animu na edi mfifi ye kwose on say some boy those areas no kwai no na convoy no nya kwai nti na convoy no begina o ebom nam na ka na hwiri ebom nam na hwiri ko wa che se kwabra me de yensan koda yensan go hotel na so fa yanko na ura akura bi ase na be say yes ko wa di police bebre but wanwa ye wura enkura bi ase any wura mu ma wanwa hunu say yes. And on this note, me bona baso because Osha Obia will free retire back police na owoni BBD na eso bobone kete eto kamu eto de bia kofi kwachi kwabena na so fa yanko say we there entokwa ne yekoko enti yanko let's move. We have gone through all this. Sometimes where obia njidi se ho no na ho ntina eya me kachre amanfo se emaya nya te se de Jo Muhammad de asort dem na ekokukuru no na yede ne bedi eye president. So di wo mo achi ko mo campaign na hu enema a omo go through a kwame me see yedru ekuro bi so be ye 2 am mani twanso sei na me se kwabena why na ahye why na my invitation card wo ha na me hwe asantire nyi o this been fuck and come on ponkoda later do me nko amaba. You look at all these things but omo ekon ye pa kwame the grassroots. Say JM numum de no munya resources o omo askafo a omo bre omo ebi be che omo your friend say Land Cruisers ebi be che omo sika enti omo no kwa no omo namu no enye kwa saa but na ye wo mobrofo a obi anim omo party t-shirt kura oni bi kwame yetimi kwa kura bi ase obitumi sudi kachi ope party t-shirt onfa nse enfa nkoba bia o ode se no ode akwa ye campaign NDC ye no kura no onya bi South no they worked more than JM Nini team omo onim obia onim contractor bia oba be support no onim obia kwame ya ko obono ekuro bi so na baabia ye ko gire ni baabia party supporters nanti village o baabia o nanti free ya no kwame me wugja me se me nanti 1 kilometer kra me nko me nye mankranso kwame amanfo se JM kasa wia omo atimi busabusa na JM oko ekuro be so ya se bia oko adujama kwame na manfo atu ka moto ebit emao ebit tiabobo yamu ebit tiabobo yamu a ya bo wo mo ayi ye friend say omdi duku abo mo yam yako ayi ekuro we so ase north kwame menim sei mini listo wo ya nim sei ena ayi aboboya ebeyi ma be bi bo fom kum NDC ni ba ma ne wuye o ka se ye bi NDC ni ye bi ansa ne ba beto aba no ye bi ni ye kwa akoye akwa we hu adwuma Charles Poku ni ye koye ne hu adwuma ya kodi krom obe 1 week ye no mo kyereka so wo wura mu pa ye beto aduane wo krom o meni listo wo ye anim sei and so ye be busa eya na emma omo motresro no eremfi sa amobrofo no party ye wa ba mu ne saye no asiano no but obi bia so wo tie mi hunu se politician bia nu a osuro opposition bia no eya asiefo no na omo kire wo mo because e den ya de otesoro no benya ne kakra obi akofie obetimi adi ne be 4 years 8 years trust me so they don't really care about going to opposition enti my catch them crowd say and for opposition en rehuna politician na they don't va onim say opposition ni de obekọ onim enti nya wo na baba be ka kire no en fa hunahuna no however say baby ayadru no so no you always need the grassroots the NDC Adom supporters omo pa adwuma moma wo mo bi NDC ni contractor gina ho na the contract ne ema MPP ni contractor obi a wono ane nkrofo MPP fo timi ka se NDC fo enya contract okroma da today ubenya appointee a se o de contract ne be ma NDC ni aye the point is oma wonye na wone ne menye pe e wo NDC ni mu nti ene o de be ma abontinso ni NDC ni epe adwuma ye mi Bobie Ansah de to be honest se mi kurade a NDC ni first yene de quote me anywhere bet me aka bibi afa me ho se mi kurade a ese me de ma se oman ade na ese me de ma me hwe NDC ni first me hwe NDC ni first na omo okasa bi na MVP ni so ya competent na NDC ni onye competent yeah eno obi kan ekura bi ye friend trompan a woman no good ye ko I know woman no good but trompan no minimo na NDC de competent yifo ni bi ni NDC mu ana chira me MPP ni o competent e che NDC ni chira me baako no chira me baako say auctioneers no MPP for no auctioneers and as NDC appointees no dey auction ma omo say omo na was on say omo beat no in the MPP for ntimi success can go good them knowing that our crowd we know how to buy them kwame mi say see am kwakọ gina say me kwakọ pe oil contractor ka prakura mi nkrabi na me dia ma minister na say me dia ma obi adi but MPP for no was ka and the minister in him say okay I go bet him the $100,000 200 be to table so and the psyche NDC hu ye say okay ye do be fa kwai say so and the sika no mo wi an bebre akore the businessmen ho and omo the business within the system. And that is why omodes wo hold no. Structure adidi ye. So okay, hani e do mbefa. in the politicians MPP politicians ni bebree sika wo businessmen ho enom dey run business ma om si etimi build bi eye si entimi am build bi a enya hwe because come on come an nkosi aga ubewu aja Rollins aka e dey akowu ansesa yeah enti ubeka ma de ache enti both political parties no be akọ opposition na afei na grassroots no accuse wo. But the sad thing is that grassroots no ntimi enka ne sesia because osure so oka e be victimize no enti omo ntimi nka ne sesia na hyese omo tse de omo bose no. Well, you can compare NDC supporters dodo no an sheda nye hypocrites fanfu sa omo nyimi sa kakra bi wo mu a wo mu agimi kakra bi wo mu a wo mu agimi wo mu de enyo yenkonkwa ono betimi ni waba be kontokwa no screenshot no de asende se minister o se appoint you ni asende ne 500 Ghana ono onye 1000 kra boso me da na se betimi asende ne 500 Ghana dia chale what is it enya ya 1 year na me kai NDC baby a omo free buy so we appointee who presidency a kai baby a free buy kai omo wo ase ho no kwame se political tension si a ni abo nkrofo a yambu jemba o yambu atamels ba Rollins ma yemu omo chief of staff ma there be Bobie ba onko ya hwe ho ne akobo no eye saa ase hofo no a omo wo ho no omo na eya na omo huna mane indi se power bar na mo am ya kai wo mo kakra power bar na mo ya adwuma no a mo ma omo bi enye assemblies umma constituency executives no ebinye this year na minya complaints be about school feeding kwame and Saturday na mo voter register got me about 2 constituencies in Accra here and these constituencies executives party food soldiers omo ba program or complaints adiema about their MPs ninya slaughter omo enamfofo MPs ninya slot obenya slot wo se bia on fa nipa nan enko ha police mu onne ni twotworo mu twofo edubo se nipa no woni no constituency when he worked against NDC but MP busuani ni no atam no de akwa no inti na MPP for no bebre across the country S3 NDC for grassroots no yeah they are just laughing at them na me catch NDC penny be say combat me set a special team task to get in touch with the grassroots a beboa bad politician yentunofo there be yentunofo nti let's move on but 1 year on before the 1 year kwame enam who say onipa MPP ni kasa hey kasa pani sakwa no kusibuafo mam kusibuafo na hwe kusibuafo style ogida akonwam amanfo mesem mba be kire mo hey na on he confidence na kwa mo de kasa no Bono East and all the bonus ba o mi awini presenter say Are you sure? Yes. If you take Ashanti region, vote gap no be 1.3 million. And this may reduce you. Western North, Western East, Umbetai, Umbetai. Wofa Ashanti any ayi bi se wo si ayi Ashanti ni ayi. You know, so vote gap no be 1.7 million. That offer oti any voter region. NDC befa, but MPP will appreciate. I'll make close gap.
Dr. Mahmoud will win when you put all of them together. So there will be plus for Dr. Mahmoud. Western North.
Yeah. But baby, I am a done here. I'll appreciate it. Chala, these guys, they mad, I swear. Wouldn't need the Kwakuba Kokaro Peace FM say MPP baby do 50.1%. No, they want to crowd abroad the Munyan Yard or Abre. I'll tell you about the other one. Okay, share mammy. Allah, come. Our ehube omuano submarine be obiana oroko ehwa wato Ghana man nyina kwawe obetade Peace FM nyere jojo kwawe abo me favorite wato enti extra gap numbers na ebehu da kwabe Dr. Bawumia wawie Krovo ya Jimmy o hey edidi ade kwaso ni nyina na teacher say no but I say ya kwabe NDC ko opposition omo ko the gentle NDC ko opposition boko because NDC for no atimi hu no mo agi atum say this is the situation enti wo monke kan kwase asem saa wo monke kan kwase asem bebre wo say o mo ya no boko MPP ko opposition kwase akekan kwa kwase akekan kwa tie kusibuafo tie kwa ya mo kaka na uni baby akusibu afukasa ya me depa Western North and Western East Umbetai na no so me die miensa no na no ase me die miensa ya keka bom asa anu bui tekunam anu bui na no sa anu bui tekunam na oto ebetai and our fa oti region any voter region NDC will claim but MPP will appreciate. Kwame, me say from Asempa FM, na me kan da bia say, enkrofo de say Boadu Otchere, nyansa me anu omutrim. Nyansa ba kokora, enu omutrim. Obi atimi abuman 8 years edi nkwasi asem sei. Na Boadu Otchere timi agina ho ka kire Ghana for say resource no a ba no egu eyema Ghana must go mu na minim say no ase wo mo de aduro na ye wo se wo mo betimi awie mu o say na de be na ha wo mo me o mo kasa sa metimi hwe o mo sam say engrofo mo ma de kura koso Because Kwame, before the elections, some of us, ye military briefings. Look, BNI, report I know me de komo mu nyina no. Na o ekere se omo lose election. Sabe, ye ni mpanimfo nam. Inti nkomo ekoso yete. In some of us, now your confidence level no high. Say nkrofo wo mu diagro. Because nkomo na free security services no mu ba nyina na enye yehu yate omuni edi nkomo, especially with the military na 6 months to elections na ko. But look at Adom Otchere. Bi ana on MPP for na na kasa. Say ora no my tan say ya. Because how? If you unim nyansa, right? That's all support a political party. Na party no echo opposition. Kwame, ubehu. So you be unim nyansa ubehu. Me say 2016. I walked to my godfather Totobi kwache na mkache Zuluma. No so kwabna almost so. And everybody was measured. 2016 we ya na NDC campaign on radio no. Na yeah what radios no be measured. You know, you can see it coming. That thing is coming. You can see it. I mean, hey, you don't need data. You don't need anything. I don't know or neighbor no. You understand? Yes, you can tell the flag bearer say ma on campaigning. About campaigning. But who share NDC 2016? They were very measured. I'm going to come kwasi asem. What do you say? And yeah, no na I mini otukono I Dr. Otukono kaka DJ boy anyom no. Ya nimpo. But MPP, look at just listen to Adom Otchere. As wa bodam. Because of bodam ni kasa complete. Bodam ni. How can you? I mean, for a second, look at 8 years. That time economy na Jeffrey Winsem. The whole country. And only the area. Ghana for the sumu sa time no. Na Adom Otchere person o create impression say everything is well. But you see, me no and prefer to say Paul me to almost because Kwame sa time no NDC what government no Paul yes ano obenya bia di pa. Sana politicians omope. Wo de or senke kura no a ka say or call up. They will agree with you. And him say Adom Otchere no no baby atete wo no they have learned that thing. Omo click no mo kroma, omo boys click. Omo no baby I dey bia no mo him ko. That is how they behave. They just get money, go buy the expensive clothes. Na afidi at rank kwa. Me ni ma aye. Ntina mempa nkwase asem no. Oya na makama adwena kire o simple. Na me come baby. Me ni ma aye. Uchi bitilo. Uchi chamfayo. Uchi die yo. Me mfa me ho. Bibia ni wa wo ya se am fa me ho. Nothing concern me. I know they care. Me mfa ho. Me bibia ni obi wa ha me because se mani gisane man ho from my days from Kumasi Hello FM to multimedia. Oh come on, I've met people. Men ka say ye die nye ba men sre nyame se o mani hia me soso. Ba men sre nyame se kakra me ne me bakọ akubedi. Na menya bia ma adofo de da bia ono me. Ni bebre bere de enkosi aga. Na Adom Otchere timi gina ho ehwe because me say NDC run on mine to say the MPP a year Ghana 8 years akwame oh election me catch you straight oh me catch you straight say bema de why your man de yenko fie yanko na de we de we say obeso o man obeso no na me mentra na me medi wachi ni anhye o man no yenko fie yenko home yam so wabre ona kokomu wo so do wabre yenko o de so ye yes sana nyansani etena wiase onyansani obi a yewo no a yewo nyansa no onhwe ma ade nsai enwie ehya ase no a no wa hya ase ma signal say ade we ebe sei onyansani na wenum no sa boys na yetete wo mon kran ha no di obedi na Adom Otchere papa panimu no ogina ho no na kwaku ba kokura so be ka bi kwaku ba ko bi a wadi politics echisan o ka bi na say kwaku enti de ne esi ni pe nyina no onim nyansa na de wu nyina de wu badamo bombe enti ade da ho clear but you see they gave them money to massage a man for adwene say MPP is winning enti so mu wiemu a na a confirm oh da say kwaku ba kunum kra kai na say Adom Otchere num kra kai enti na omo kasa jina na kwame omo yesa ankwase akasa no na ye ni hwe omo reggae machines no because na omo ka dia cover edu hwe ya kwame eye den na nipa ba ye nan ya se enum 1 month to election media practitioners net me appointed 50.1 50 also have no ma be 50.1 say mu be den na ba omi be win 50.1 so they na omo rehearse omo dressing crofo adwene enti esi a na esi ni ese nkase asem mu di 50.1 Jose better since be ka sankwase ade ni bi better de no Mr. Benefsin ni wa gumanimu ase pa na nya dabi o sa na omote sa omo nkora no so omudu omo akiri sa o omo ntimi ntrafa ako omo ntimi support ni pa ba ako eno han so omo jump sa always looking for avenue just to chop I'm like woo to the omo ame no papa wo no wan kire wa dia your friend principles that this is what you believe in just stay stand firm, stay on your grounds, show that you are a man. What do you mean? Nanti aduane bibia ya aduane uni conscience kete Adom Otchere etimi gina TV so ka kire ye say Ghana for be shocked ampa omo ye shocked imagine sankrofo we nyina Adom Otchere kwaku ba konum nyina kwa bi sifa kai num no alote na nim nyansa wo because also obeche kakra se na just wo hu ade nti wote so ba nti wote so ba tinka ye na 50.06 when na 50.06 ebe wi ni wo Ghana nya alote bodam ni we ya alote Jacobs bodam ni we na every for badge so alote si ebe wi ni alote si ya wi ni alote we ka kire so ebe wi ni what we age di say ube wi ni alote we alote je ko na aka wori tribute e wo wi ase odi andi kankam jira say ni yonko di andi kankam informa oh ja alote we alote Jacobs e dey na aka wori tribute na alote aka sem we na kwa bi sifa ka abori trinko abo peace FM se dangatwa amafo ani abrise wura mu wo fom na me ni kofu ba chi okuma se no bi di sa tape we sende me na yes man kiti yate grovo we omuni ma de kura eba so omuni ma go ma gira yi na ya koda golden beam ni ehia osasi bi a osasi bi eri kofu ba chi gira odi nkoma abane de ye be wiem no no odi ne ho gina ho na Kofi Boakye so bude mujimi no mbawiem what mujimi no ba ha mode bakumase ya na mbewu se sa amanfo ani abrechem Kofi enyina ya asantefo na mehwe osasibe anu pipripi no a odi gina ho kasa ye bewiem no na mse wo no ye pemo achimo na dwuno asamo ade ebeche 7th no ye pemo achimo ni asamo ye pemo achimo physical asamo na bibia onyame nsem alote Jacobs kwame say edin kusi no what is wrong with say kusi no nana kusi poku listo enquire me say so correct say we kusi buafo ena kaka MPP appreciate kikankwa. And they were doing all this just to psych a man for up. Wait. Kwame, but me diano, me sami jamfi diano. But yeah, prophet. Yeah, heard you are a prophet. Kwame, but me diano, yeah, heard you are a prophet. Kwasi akeka na kwa we yetimi ayusu cathedral am milky ya brubro on na mo na me no me JMase enkrofo say no wudi o machi bebre ya but your man bi aso a kusi buatin we eni kwa senka wo de nam ho minimum NDC fear some do almost kanu a MPP for be dede ena o ya santini nti ena onyame nipa ena PNDC asia babio na se ke ye me kwabna apo ena JM 4 years se me na me kura sa 4 years no me numwa mamwa me nyama adwene se me to aso akoba bia me kofie me numwa mamo sanitize system no minua same jamfi tia mu na me yodi for chai kusibuati o kusibuati me hu ade chan no we no kurakura bible kwase ade nkwa na omudi kwase ade me free Kumase ba na say me Kofi Boakye na me ba program no na me cycle back to Kumase because Asante region no na ya ye adwuma wo hwa ana onim ye kwa ye touch base ye nim krofo eno omkasa so that 33% no na me very sure because nipa na o ka kire me say 33% no wo ye pani pa kokora wa Asante region or MPP ni ono Otchere ye say Bobie ade bi wo ha ka kire owofa Kofi Boakye na momfa ho that is where you go say me fa flight be drew ha because some jamfi na frame so memra ne mo last hour to be fa flight be drew ha me koe me kae some jamfi tiamu me hwade sa na mesre na so same minu aketu anu nka ka che se nkola nim hwe me si aba we ohun eniema nipa hu no wonani so no we gave our all we gave everything me even in 2008 with Atamels but these elections we went all out especially with Ashanti region ni enima de kra ebesi ade kra ekoso na ye ya we na that time boys no akwa bi ni nam kuma so friend Kwabena Ansah anom ni omo anajo omo ada Kwame anajo nkrofo da anajo yet street ni ma anya se yatim sa akeke nti omo no ba Facebook no omo kasa betimi hwe omo sa na say last week mo baby me call bono na me ba na boys ni ba ko Kumasi MPP for boys ni ba ko kasa basa sa me ne tra the dish patase hono efie fufuo me tini nchanse no tini nchanse na me di me fufuo no odi no fufuo oni me na ba Kumasi me tini nchanse ne sa na msi akọ nyanya mi me mfa apatowie mutu diti Asante region yeah na MPP die omo ntwen afa ba bi emre to omo ntwen enti me ni kusi buati we ya hwan na e prophet me ni kusi buati Kwame muntwa kusi buati de na muntwa me de na nto ho na mumfa nto eye TikTok wo na mumuso omo mame senti sei no masore no obi ema Kwame masore no Kwame masore ne friend peking crying me masore no peking crying and what say hey Kwame masore no o mama who say susmaka and crofo down who be down bra hwe susum ka crofo na yo adisem Sata Aquinas ya chairman no Ras say Bobie, our taps in Tema Committee 8 is not flowing since Saturday morning to now and we don't know the cause. Ghana water yesrem ya say Committee 8 Tema Omusin sunu mba be na otwini amanfo bre mo hwe wo mo why yesre mo yenu se mo galamse na say niema but mo na amanfo bre omuntumi ntonsu hwe na unim ba kokura ba kubi Kufuado mama Kufuado na memfanwie dia aka no ochira kura metimi aye Mustafa Salim one friend says Salim Mustafa said ye sa boy no say MPP winia ya kwasi akeka MPP luzu a ye ntwaniti no aka kan kwasi asem si ya no okọ na miracle saboaje so preachi o say ena ema si mamienu bio no omode omo bakoma Nana Solomon ena Nana Solomon say eni amfa se kamera ni ntwani mu ena oba no akolare ye ne dia simpacho me ntwani mu ena ba akoro nya ndia si twani mu Kasamaluzu de ja kwasi akeka no miracle saboaje na your friend say akwawe ni din say oh angoni guy or your communication there you know ahani agba na ahani agba de se agu na chi apu na fu ejina ho na nso papa panimu akwala aketo awe we say wajibi I what is Christian ahani agba Richard ahani agba na nso ti wajibi wapu afusa anu ayi wanim dwobiri nu akwala we ya na no wie atwa kankosa ade bia minim mirakesa bo aje akwala we diskana wie eno ogira no oto anasesem se maamefo mienu bio no ndo mbakọ Nana Solomon ona Nana Solomon se we twa akwala do mu na de any bana se Nana Solomon pacho be ntwade mu unti Kufuado no se ono be dim krofo ho dance he na ye wa asori debo Kwame ni esi ye po obi amana baba bedi Yesu Kristo ho dance a na bodam na wa bodam be gina so no ba bedi ye bonsam ho dance. Can you imagine? Can you when you say Akufo-Addo kasa kra de ma nkrofo to aba no manya ti aba omia wono ankasa no Akufo-Addo na wogina wono ankasa no sanya democratic dispensation ne ye wa enkesi ya bo naked de ahoma kekere wo hwe atwon fom Dabio kwame president Akufo-Addo no kra de memem pese memeba ho ono Akufo no ankasa no em say ya boni dua no de ne nam me de sa akwa no mi onipa uti wiase a onkasa na de ubedi ne hia no but on my way no sa na epe unu say NDC for kreduru be no mo pe kofo asem echen Rollins say Rollins kasa dodo ene NDC for say na kofo anim dada ana wanka momo de Rollins kana ye nyina ye didi natam say ya na nipa agimi o say nipa abodam o wuntimi hunu ba me ma hu say ewiaso enu kwasiafo dɔɔso nto se na nsa meja kasa na meja radio so kone baby okra 2 days na me impost here because even no peke NDC for no kra kwasiafo no bi wom me hu say omo de abetototo na kofo na wonim we nyina na wanka na woka Rollins ka bie na mu didi natem mo patam bia obi obeye din odi ye din na gibidi kwame Ghana ye problem nyina no ye kom na gibidi woni dia odi jaye nkrofo bedi dia jawo odi nkrofo bedi dia jawo that's all na sa kofo papa panimu we atimi atra ho ene omo adi wankasa afio mo ba opposition afio no wo ka de kra ye o man no sa DPP a waka ho asem no ekum mpanifo 800 kofo atimi atra ho ahwe ama enipa pensioners 800 ewu out of sa haircut we ho omo wunyira so ote yo ni ko ni yonko kokra formre wa ote ana wakosi dan wo ayi aburi ana anopaten no ma wo fufuo ane enwa openwa sakwa no nwa potinu emu abie ni bi no adwene ene mpunam kuruma da so odi wia de eyo man ni bia onfa ho odidi wia de eyo man ni bia no onfa ho it's sad o kwame it's sad it's really sad it's really sad se papa panimu adi o man so 8 years no otimi di san kwase ade no wa huru nyansa kane okwa ma bi ti se Congo ni Mali ni ade a abufuo ba mo sese niema no enkwase asem se ya o because Akufo say nkedi kwa se nko wie interview we nko training fee kesi ya bunu nkola kwa shene dan no wajimi eno kura na meka no wajimi we pani hunu se wonim se o say ade no o say o man no na utidem na utimi didi no ada na wo hwe kwame na ntibeti konso enemy na ade ajo mahama ani jen na no poku ye bia no emfamra kwam ade no affect o man no na magimi ewonti na mete mete achi na maye din ade ya mepese ebomi din papa jo mahama hiame a no onchia me na onfra me nkorifie na jo mahama onfra me nkorifie a dey onfra me nkorifie a ndidey amai I don't care dia minima ne se mahuna dia enye na matimi aka that's all dia aka no machi no nyame behwe waye why na papa panimu watimi atra 8 years PDS yaka omanka se bibia anim otidem onim se krono pa na gabi no mo boye onim otidem onim oyawe die betre krom ha ma one day obi beba be hye o man no dwuro be but you see because always no mo to be protective of hunti no eya na esi a they don't care ono untimi manifie ne wo tententen o wa tuo ho boys o fidi wo mo amatwufo aha enti bibisi a mobrofo ene bre enti saa kakofo enya afei na wo bekeka saa nkwase asem ya kire ye me mpese metie saa interview no kura wo masom na kwa me akola we kura no me mobra papa bia no na se betafrache na jo mahama ene ne nkrofo na wo bo the other man me no post ka kraji jiwade jiwade na we de jiwade because se me di am o man na say de ene je o de jiwade je because ada be sorry there is no Ghana no I can never be a board member. If there is no Ghana, if I'm a board member, I'm a board member because there's a beautiful Ghana. Na kaya tremu adiko ye krom ye tutai touchne. Kaya tremu diko ye krom ye tutai no touchne. Ntu te ka mu na se driver ndo ko na se watu sia no wato. No asase no dika tu aben. Na head driver no. Ada ya was media from Segrig abrada nkwa umyenko okwa anu atu traffic indicator no to atwene na he no na gie no asoro no kwame driver no waso gie no suru se no abu no pon no ato atwene na tika no he no anyi no anse me mamom ya nyiri no na asem aba because okeka kwesi ado otu sia no to twene pe ye nyina yewu ka kwai de no ye fa sia no mami nke de ma no go to actually no first year no go tun pon no to actually ne ye do an see yeko. The point is Kwame yen trewiase emaduane eni anim obesesa bebre obeja ho me kwa min meskafo a omo ja omo maska properties a ene omo mane bia adane junkies asaya properties na yira sika no eko me from my days from Hello Love FM Asempa FM nipa me no mo di agro ne de minim ni ntino I don't like Russian mempe America tuo bebre ubetimi adini ne ubeja ochna kwame me wi amebobor na kufa do ejira ka kire se onu ntimi nya na chi majo mahama na umuade sa akufa do umuade umuya ya ntitini ye nti umuade wuntimi nya wachi majo mahama na wo afa ne jo mahama kufa do wafe ene jo mahama ne de oman ehye nkrofo sa ne de ama baumia ne de ama ayi napo ye kokuma sina ye kosra wo hini bi before election no ena ohine ne say ono de baumia like enye badwam ne edi nkomo ewo kokoam ena o se ono no oni problem ya wo baumia ho o kana kure na kire ye se eba se ye vote ma baumia kra ba ye nemo so over to ama baumia ma na po abe vice president no problem Ose kwabra ye nyina ya asantefo na minim asantini a wajibi sei da eche na po was any problem so beto abama baumia but oto a ebema na po aba be ye vice president ye na ompe no because onim nyansasem bia na po eba beka ya ko instruct kwa man ena ye now for MPP on say instruct kwa man ni mampon dey the same at least we free kwa man I mean free mampon na every ni ya danfo dada kwabna anya bia napo asantini o we de mo amunua tinka ye nyina no enke yemfi yani enhwe na say na wo de napo se napo ko gida different ticket na de baumia gida different ticket meto aba ma baumia god baumia ni nyansa chain napo 10 times na say nti wunua gimi antimi nka nkyere se wagimi pa se wunua ya ade wagimi untimi hwere nim nka nkyere se be ma ade na wo ye no nyansa bia anim ana se me nto aba me ya santini o me nya de with tribe any by association NDC agimi a wagimi ade na wo ye no agimi sem simple we nya fe na me kwye se me ka ye chief of staff nkasa me ho ye wahya me mfa wahya nkasa me mfa ho o ma me afa o ma me afa o mo sese bi free 79 bebre ewu aja ho o mo dan ne waya tantantantan o di o ma me afa me mfa ho me nya masam o na o pe bibia di ewu me afra o skani me nkasa me peskani title bia wo wi ase ndi o ma me afa o ma mbia meje no ma do ase wa ma me ni problem but untimi medi nkwase asem enkyere ye se Ghana una wo skanti no wafa Ghana to say wo property. You can't do that. Nyakufu ado hweye ni maka akere ye say ono ntimi nya na chi emma John Mahama. And the question they ask, John Mahama buy na fini wa hedei. Ya na humiti o. Eya na reho. Na kwawe. Saudi we. We are me beken. Me tie free water. Almost say JM Okoto presidential jet. Na $60 million. Na NDC for kasa TI. Time na akufado pese otobi no. Na enede na asesa. You see Kwame? The asesa ni nie. As at the time wa MPP. Minia MPP say omukwa akoto private jet no. Na akufado use $97 million ewo National Cathedral amna ho. One, wabubu judges danya John Mahama discuss year 2015. Wabu about 75 flats wabu ni nyina agu. Odo o man sika ne fa bulldozer, de o man sika ne to fuel. High omo ka ebugu fom. Na wie na atam o man sika na ade kokko shame se obaba be si cathedral. What wasting $97 million. What to agu wa blow no. Sa time no amu no na omasai e di levy. O fasika no e di nkwase asem no o di sika no sika ne ba no wasesa no di nkwase asem no. Sa time no amu so no di levy. Na wo ka se Ghana ni agimi. Na o wi a wo se me kwa koto presidential jet adaya o pese o dware wom. But the point is the narrative the same today? Is the narrative the same? Okay, say the John Mahama buy na John Mahama for $50 million, $60 million. And wakwa to atwene baby a. Why na beti ase amane se koto se ska twene na say be first ka for koto aeroplane. Who agree? Ghana ni be ne. Oh, MPP for enim they can still believe say Ghana for nim nyansa. And Ghanaians react based on fair judgment. Yes. The entire Ghana for atiasi ama John Mahama no. Ghana ni dwadini sori a wonim say at least misika me di dwa no abani protect me. Within $10 to $11. And na me share obi was Christmas money o. But the dollar is fairly stable. Say dwadini no, say John Mahama so okwa akoto eye shepokra ama state no a only problem. Only problem. Only part driver ni ɛyɛ no ɔtɔ fuel 17 18 diesel 19 cedis per litre just last year. Anytime ana also beto airplane no. And now ɔtɔ no between 11 and 12 ayere so at 13. Sɛ nipa ne sɛ John Mahama say state ni ehia enema ma army any presidency a only problem bia onkasa wa hu sɛ John Mahama first sika no ye frɛ bibi nkokɔ nketenkete amene wonim sɛ baabi a ɔmo ayɛ bi ni nyina no bronyan ayi NSS on some people begu NSS farms say NSS Fuseni Donko ene salad nom de no call no ɔmo previously they no no adwuma ɔmo yɛyɛ and NSS ayi broiler akoko 100 Ghana 120 se onti uni Ghana ni a ɔno otimi top broiler 120 Ghana otwitwa bebre na se John Mahama so ɔkɔtɔ fa no ho onim sɛ ɔfrɛ sika no yɛfrɛ biribi ɛyɛ free ɛyɛ yɛfrɛ no sɛ stress free nkɔda ɔmo nkɔ first year ɔmo ntua ɛyɛ school fees admission fee nyɛ saa onim sɛ John Mahama de sika no akɔ akɔhyɛ wɔ ɛyɛ ampa alawane baeɛ ɔmo sakra so Ghana ni wonyimi sɛ yɛadeɛ John Mahama baeɛ no ɔyɛ nneɛma basabasa ɔmo do ɔmo nsa bobɔ nneɛma basabasa na sɛ bɛka kyerɛ me sɛ time a wɔsɛ wokɔ akɔtɔ ayi airplane no saa time ne yɛtua covid yɛtua bet betting tax yɛtua emission tax 11 kura deɛ ɔmo yɛ cake ɛde ɛkyerɛ obi ase yɛ ne yɛdi cake no saa time na wɔsɛ wokɔtɔ ayi private jet no ɔse NDC na ɔmo ka na NDC for na yɛdi na ɔmo hwɛ ɔmo na msi nkurɔfoɔ yɛ na musuro ɔmo time a wɔsɛ NDC for complain NDC for the complaining. But that time, Ghanaians were paying emission tax, were paying COVID, were paying bet and e-levy. Is the narrative the same today? Is the narrative the same today? Resources without overburdening the people. Now the who sister tax no now the be two amana na uwia bi would be magafo ayi ajai trumuntu would be momo gabi shed the colors socks na move would say boss kanum now we are about catch say okwa no you don't akufo do mon deserve kra so to tissue or the Ghana's got to tissue no the be atwini tru akufo do sɛ de mmeranti berɛ mu a kɛse akyerɛ bɔne maa paa nyɛ ne sɛ ne sene wo so gagagaga wɔ n'anum a yɛ na ɔkɔ afaafa no di nkwasi asɛm wɔ nyinaa wie a wo sɛ mekɔ akɔtɔ aeroplane onyansani ka sɛ ɔkɔtɔ ɛyɛ jet a nyansa wom onyansani nyansa wom
commander me fa mu voters ID card my crowd bio there say nda yɛ to aba kama ye ready musia akoto aba ba mo ye me dan de
tinga beto atia hwan
oh in fact the MPP fu oye frimpo na was saying wakafo foforo ba mo hwehwe Dr. Bobie Ansah ma to atia
when you the name
papa menyo de nanyim me kase menyo de papa me ID card mine ready. There's if there is anywhere he will be found on the ballot paper.
Why?
About 20.
Why?
I'm not saying about the phone 1 shitty 2 shitty 1 shitty 2 shitty.
What do you say?
Phone 1 shitty 2 shitty. Utia 1 shitty 2 shitty 1 shitty 2 shitty. Let it the phone.
So either way. Probably.
Abo blow shit. What toilet cry went too easy. The people of Abu Blushi. What toilets in the crowd can went to
no, but the hope for them is say at least GCPP will come with a new candidate in 2028. NDC will come with a new candidate, CPP, PNC, whatever party. So Baumia and I'm marketing more in terms of branding, no, definitely by 2028.
Yes, they've marketed him so well that he is known for toilet. They've marketed him so well there. He's known for deceit. And I make a sure there. Toilet away those in crowd when to win see. And some more catch he gets when we in man.
Hey, what's what I can fast mambo? You get when I'm who on the page. I say Yahira Kuku and
he gets the not open for the digitalization man.
Samira Ajeta Retro 1 shidi 2 shidi. 1 shidi 2 shidi.
Commander, they really branded him well. It's still on CNO. So if that is the brand they've given him in here, we feel there was another Babium 2028. They should come. In fact, they should bring him. Ghanaians say you're free that.
1 shidi 2 shidi.
Yeah, you're free that. We still have the receipt and we'll play it back always.
To what point?
Commander, you see, it's not propaganda. It's not about propaganda. The truth must be said. Send there oman peyin kufo there na woda. Yamanitirunkwa. But sama unkomo ozi no is being played. And I was one of the people on the pay on your sister station, class FM America there. I respect oman peyin kufo. However, even though Mubana about there, I mean, when he's speaking the truth, we should encourage him. But a problem I have in there, at this time, the information is given to us. We would always have integrity. We would always respect leaders when they speak at the time.
But I think say yeah, Ghana for that we are very timid. We so be dim kwasi asem ntimi hwede nim kan say look kwasi asem na would no.
But commander, you do it, and in the Arabia say akade, you don't do blind loyalty. It does not matter who you are loyal to because your loyalty belongs to Ghana. It's about to paying them no. Inyama bi nkwe ya. It's one consult to Nkasa. It's President Mahama don't know one consult to Abutuma Nkasa.
I am shocked because you see me support it. Senya politics kaminim John Mahama. Kaminini ni bibia eye na ho fama from NDC ni ne record awo ene mama wo gidie wo ni mu. So me no kwa koduru baby na mu se no ade no baby how dey fa no emwa o man no why should I follow you? Because your nkrofo a omo follow kufo wie ni presidency no kura na bi omo hu ni bio for the past 15 years.
Exactly.
Okotra ni fie, we small okotra ni fie.
Exactly. At the end of the day, fuel price what's about to know unsunsado. Fuel price in your man penyin bi no bobu o man no troka na fuel price okosura or affect ye nyina.
Kufo sa de no media sa kufo suban ne de me
You can't tell me that somebody did not consult you. Until when you even know that thing is going wrong. And so for you for consulting.
Nanti DPP no sun kombe consulting.
So for you for consulting, but she was bold enough to speak against it. So why should we have a leader who has influence in the party? As a bikasa bimute, and you were silent. Then they catch you finding.
No, but the danger is that on says obi apese e boni dim papa. Oh, we dey on yepa. And that is politics of deception. Yeah, yanuna dia bedru.
No, but yam boni dim pa. Answer make a show. I mean dem dim pa yam because if we're a leader and you refuse, what's it?
Well, just imagine say enka.
So pay no tina fie mo worry na nka no. So worry na nka wo fo a.
O kan ho bi. And just imagine say nyame ampata ena enka kufu arohye wo man no a. Enka kufu ni mu.
Oh yes.
Bank ye nyina yewu.
That is the pain. That is the pain. Inti for me, it's not fair when we have leaders who can speak. And I always say that, you see, young painfully be our corner gun able to do because they've been quiet and watching the king walk off naked.
So okay say omo kan ho na say obi na eye na omo no. Wo mo na eye.
Anyway, omo Why you worry?
Ayo na ye.
It's true. Sadly, it's true.
Ato Ghana sika nyina ye wi free central government, central bank. The omwia taxes a omwia nyina no. E wo fie 4 se 5 pemu. Ghana sika ye wi edi ebi wo ahimfie bia. From Togba Feda ahimfie to Nairi to Tumfo to wine. I want to say sika nyina akọ. Ekwai.
It's true.
Would have been a politician chair even 100,000 Ghana.
Hey. Aboka simple.
When they steal the money, be no de ko tuatua hemfo no. Diaka no ekọ asofufie. Right? Diaka no kwa asofufie. And I know me say Duncan Williams wo ye power glory dominion Isaiah said ye. Me yana me promise me no yana me dwene me ho pa na politicians yakọ pack cars na ni transa kakra na say eda ko ebaji egum na ni wa den na free say ya kabote aloya. And we want papas or see a fraco be say Papa Samuel say Papa why they are say your mama so Selma your friend say Selma you all know free it will be before Papa Selma in Nigeria ni Zafu ni bia before Papa Selma will speak you speak your mama make happy and let us rose on our feet. Kwasi say ya rabudi kwasi say sa me dampam na me sa na masere na kwasi say ya na masoro na mkoma sorry dem na makwa akosom kwasi kwa skani bi won kremu dem mosque omu wia ye no mu dikum adwenini wa wia sika na odi koto nantwie akwa ye saraka wia sika wo mu frɛ no sɛ mota mo nyina mo ye no mo ye fast na mo wia ide ada ide fetel odi bia to ebi wo chief imam fie ye no akron sika na no ko sɛ chief imam na ni t-shirt chief imam nsase din because wo ye bibi papa bi okwa wa prom jarabi a white kwase ade nko wa no atola cruise akoma omo ayi zongo for boys matchofo no otumi tomo ne ne makomo omo enti osore so okoba bi pe na zongo for nkola no so ahihye de sika ahihye omo no di nachi jimisem kwase asem kwa na kakra kwa akonfo no akonfo ne ya omo nya kese akonfo ne omo nya kese because on say politicians no mo fere say be hu so okokonfo to omo no omo kona najo nti ne bansere ketua bi ne danasene odwan kakra de obenya awe na akonfo so omo nse da nim ka papa bia sa oyusu lan cruise na agene ho no de akoma konfo no no nti omo dini sa no a sa kotes we nyina di bi wi a na kakra na aka no na eja media fo no eja media fo no yaso na ma se no adi wanya wi na ma bi ni proman na eja ye media fo yi bu wa se yakun tokwa honorable we nya NDC ni o oh nanu kro cassette ya o
okoyini tu
honorable guy ni show no kra nya de nanu on say yes stories no honorable they say me di story kra kwa news room ma me nyo editor no ye on crofo ti eja yes ba kra be di enti ensem keka sa and the media for asofo nkramofo akonfo om ne diska no
it's true
scan wo media for ne na say media for say ye ne langas for na adwuma ye ne langas for na adwuma oh bema enti krono no de enya de ato obi ba be ka say to betwa na say adenu because one ka we Christmas we says that way 20th 22nd omo anwa ayi friends say Sakis na omo mienu da ho ene comedy house is die me 20th me twen
wampa
me twen na ja kakra mo wi am bi ni kakra mo afai adi wotie mo wantie mo wafa e dia da be di dia we anse aja mam kakra ni na me nko alaji akwaba
Yeah, me do so.
boko de
Me Adom me ho ye papa.
okay so Kwame let's do this for but quick one and then 1 year certain Senra na 7th right and then a year on the 8th so it starts but quick one this who knows say
1 year anniversary of NDC.
I feel said now we're here for where were you
Let me one of East.
oh okay
Yes. On the 7th, 8th, 9th, number one of East. Eddie Kamaminchia, 84.
omojo so
Maminchia also commander Natia, Madame for
Senior.
citizen. You'll be able to
Yemi Adom.
Yeah. Commander 1 year anniversary of Ghana from the Tannery to Jinkwa. 1 year, at least every Ghanaian who lived the era of Akufo-Addo, 8 years, will tell you, say, at least Nyame Adom, because what you see, to see the real life Ghanaians.
Pepper them special.
What you see, so there will be Pro Max. To the extent that even to walk freely and speak freely was a crime in this country. So, in as much as we thank Allah for giving us this day, we would not hesitate to also thank the good people of this country for voting out Nana Akufo-Addo and the MPP and bringing His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Obaya obesum oman Ghana pen osan ba se obesum oman Ghana enye se obaha osan ba se obebokro wa ye pen, and that is why Ghanaians felt say he is the only savior ye di nisan ba ye, and indeed na ye wo hamu bebre. So to begin with, no na ye nyina nim the economic challenges na e wo oman Ghana, to the extent that who call markets. Yes, who can we seek against Nema over Kwakoto. You can't just get up and pick 500 Ghana cedis, say, oh, Kodijaba. You need to know, say, Mikohua, Sika Ekrome, Metomato Jenny 5. No, watch Jenny 5. Metomato on 2.6. No, watch Jenny 2.6. Automato Pepe, 10 Ghana. Why now, ya kind of those the neck kind pepper back 5 cities and 3 cities until so if you are the type of Jenny pa and pepper pa and I say you needed to at least be steady on what so never be brave na me kayo say ukaya na me free achimotaba na me kura kenke banku sa banku na wojinchinya say na enya no kura we now 5 cities at least say metime mejiga metime amene once. But so Ghanaians have realized that time the economic hardship na Akufo-Addo ni na aban MPP ede efa no na enya ade na eso Ghanaians ni enu nti na yeto aba etia omo a yedi na John Dramani Mahama ebaye. So it is a fact largely no, when you have this success from all those how up to now. Nobody will tell you, say, you would have to clap hands for yourself and you have to thank God for giving you the opportunity to live. Because I thought that now those days, you punch you and I do na you say a bit of fear. So true, we are alive to see that Nana Akufo-Addo is alive and is home watching the good governance. It is very important to also note that look, Nana Akufo-Addo Otifia no onum no who say, hey, Ankaminima may see. We were in this country when he forced on Ghanaians said, I needed 125 ministers to be able to run this country.
Can you imagine?
Just imagine. He said, as president, Yapo, he needed 125 to run this country. Somebody has not used even half of it and he's running the economy. And everybody can boast, say, if I go to the filling station for the first time in the history, mimiti Oman Ghana, I've never say me koto fuel. Me share latest rates. I'm telling you, I've never done that. It is Nana Akufo-Addo pension na me trust here. Yes, me bahana
because it keeps on going.
Me do well na me pound. To the extent that as we are watching the balls, no, so now we share we tank. There is you understand? To say you that petrol kakra can take you to the nearest baby I will bet me at top well at least not a from. So this is telling you, say, look, if you are alive today, you need to raise your hands and thank your God that ultimately you free na Akufo-Addo. You can boast of going to the market to buy 360 cedis rice. One bag of rice that can take you 1 month. Abra Nana Akufo-Addo pensua who koto that 1 month bag now who turn double of that amount. So it tells you that yes, God is saving Ghana. God is listening to the cry of the people of this country. So we thank him for that. And we bet into the nitty-gritties of why Nana Akufo-Addo is suffering in his home. I mean, look, Wukaya, na a friend saying, then finance minister, na you can't, no, see, the people who feel, say Ghana is hot, are very lazy. What can I say? That they are not seeing. You see, that Ghanaians who feel say Nana Akufo-Addo is not performing are lazy. No, be musu can about if you are feeling said that things are expensive for Gary. Wakai, even in parliament. So we can go and eat Gary. You understand? So today we are not eating Gary. We are eating polished rice to the extent that the farmers are guaranteed with their price. The agri ministry has raised over 200 million to go and buy buffer stock to go and buy the farm produce. So it is telling you that people who were there, the buffer stock as today, who can boast of a house living close to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, or you're just a common CEO. Just look at where the chain homes, the amount of money is papaya or this. So these people are using the monies that the taxpayer has paid to go and stock maize, to go and stock rice. When the need arises, then we can bring them on board. It is not for any reason His Excellency John Atta Mills establishing NAFCO, the then buffer stock, no, NAFCO. It was established under Atta Mills. What was the reason? The reason was that we were importing a lot of rice in this country, where the local producer or local farmers were suffering. Ready market and all that. So under all this spirit, or establishing NAFCO to be able to absorb near the leftovers and all that, so that in the event that we need it or what have you, we can also.
It's a full discussion.
We will look at it holistically and see how we can. We need, in as much as we are celebrating 1 year of good governance and 1 year of independence. We didn't say a year independence last year. We a year independence. So in as much as we're celebrating independence, it is also important to also begin to assess ourselves. I say the people at Flagstaff House, are now free. You said that.
Oh yes,
you understand? We need to assess ourselves. We need to also look at the people His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has entrusted the power or share the power with, so that they would know baby are free. Yes, it's very important.
Anyway, so Ato Council, let me start with you. When you hear this question, now John Mahama Kura day within 1 year. And they are in a year on with election 2024. Any regrets or fulfillment?
I think they're a very good question. Irabri Musa Tugwa. Now, I remember very well in your own studios and then the studios of Class FM, because me as General Secretary of GCPP, a change of the MPP government is a win for us.
Really?
Yes, I said it, and I think Kwame Botume me receipt. I was looking for it. There was a caption Class FM did on me saying that a change of the MPP government is a win for us as a party. Once there is a change, MPP are benefit. Into on found that GCP bene once there's a change, it's a win for us. And
so meaning changing one and more shake,
yes,
whichever means who
come.
takes over,
it should come. And it was critical. And the second thing was that who takes over needs to be experienced. Onyekwa, the President John Dramani Mahama, or your president now. Commander, did you ever dream there? I'm gonna don't na was yan shemani Ghana yen chair ye cow. We are not paying our debt to, and the debt
yes.
we were not paying yet ye cow yen chair. Na abenya arababanu, yim there e bara a cow no wash out to him. Where are you going to get the money to go and pay? Especially when the government now want to economy seeking you. So where were you getting? So if you don't have experience, how are you going to deal with Ambonana with that question? And it's sad that people continue to say that this government is not spending, but we are servicing our debt. Where are they getting the money to service those debts?
This government is spending. Who said this government is not spending? What they're doing?
Yes, until American. That's what I'm saying. That a couple of the
relevant
is being serviced.
Areas, very good sectors for that matter.
It's being serviced. Before election, ekede yenye dum so ama Ghana fu complaining ya ma na poka cha na obi anka no timetable. I'm on record. I still have it. I did my timetable.
We have dampo no medicine there.
I brought my timetable.
So when you are born at podium, so at least we know so boy me to me compare.
Yeah.
And contrast at least. So to us or the two.
I submitted my timetable there. No, this is my timetable because it's the Yamfa Bimbra. So this is it. So we are not forgetting. And as we speak, abeyi be betina dono. Ina even fangwa yodi bogu yen machines mama wetu mu power independent power producers kwa wetu power na yenyi. Meanwhile, when they were coming into power, they came and complained that we have excess power capacity. And so when they were leaving, Bisana was SS. When they were leaving, what did they do? Iba na one and the way to Iba Yaman and the Wazia
energy sector, the current power cuts. Some people are saying that you made mention of this. You use this as a campaign against John Mahama, and now we are experiencing a worse situation under President Akufo-Addo. Would it reflect in the 2024 election? Would it be something that people will stand on to vote?
If you are comparing 4 years, MPP administration, energy sector is 300 times better than John Mahama.
But we are still experiencing doom so.
Nobody has said we haven't. I'm just saying it's far much better than John Mahama ever did.
You do admit that there's doom so.
That is the word you used. I have never used that word. I've promised you that we are going to work on it. And it's not a work that is a single event. It's a process. And we'll continue to work on it for the energy sector to become better.
Have you heard of calls for a timetable?
Ask those who want it to bring it. They should bring the timetable. If there is.
Energy sector, the current power cuts. Some people are saying that you made mention of this. You use this as a campaign against John Mahama, and now we are experiencing a worse situation under President Akufo-Addo. Would it reflect in the 2024 election? Would it be
we experienced that Wakacha in our face, they told us in our face there, say, yeah, yesterday, a lights in our call and won't do one thing. When you into Yana, you complain that doom so was a fair timetable. We were told. Until you see, there are so many things say kada ye can see independent power producers. You know. When was the last time you heard that they are complaining that they are not being paid? In fact, there were always issues of shutdown, rubber. But now they are being managed so well. Emma, as we speak, the last time, let's say, update all the men there, we are not owing any of the independent power producers. These are those who are Oye Butentima, they are working on is ECG Kawadawa or Shanano's why they were clear. So as a man, we should be celebrating our gains. Ahanta abenyo obey. Nko ombune nyongu da minyamani na do not start to be fufu.
But the argument is that by this time now MPP roll out a major policy the free SHS.
Any end. When we want to rush lifetime things with scoring political points, yen humesia neza ya manyo we want to score political points. Any end. On education, I finish. You know, it's raining. My umbo from be work catch and we go for academ.
Yeah,
we go for academ.
And I say, somebody for it, you.
Commander. Young woman, see, I'm from why. Woman, see, I'm from go school. Or what's 1 month? No, I bet in 4 months. Only in Susandun, when you rush certain things, I feel the area them, they are too much catch a opponent today. Politically, I've won against you. No Susanduni, who must won't find yet the Michimam, some partisanship, who must won't find yet, but you were doing it. Me, the first day we started choosing politically exposed people as spokesperson for GES, I knew we had a problem. Now, as a for no everybody. Crew of a question questions everybody. No everybody. So, the woman she and I some technical directors here was a son. Just so that but be some. At the end of the day, you will Susano. And those things, those wrongs that were done are being corrected. The deficits are in a year war when it comes to our infrastructure. The deficit in the Rabri Mete Commercial Drivers Association of Ghana, right?
Okay.
What's what do man paying say? Because Fangobu na memoti. In fact, Okoya could do 24, 22 Ghana cedi, 22, 24 Ghana cedi.
I think diesel.
Commander, there was a time I parked my car. I joined Trotro. I joined public transport. Odum Pempedube Jumam, we intentionally asked staff, the mom reports every day. Because it was so expensive.
I see.
Going up and down. It's not traffic in your chrome. No, you're there. Gibing to full on the price in Tina Kofu use worker, it's not traffic in your chrome. We've witnessed it. And here we're room free. Sometimes they think we will forget. We will not forget. We still have those receipts. We will play it back all the time. Because never again a Ghana we should not try it again. We've lived under so much pain. There, even beyond all the mahauni inana, kasa kakakra wakache yimpa monya butoyim. Relationship yimpe benya mo benya tenkapa obenya butoyim nukrano yo. We saw how our chiefs were being asked left, right, center. On by force, or you sorry, my problem. We saw all these things. Meanwhile, now the real discipline that we're supposed to have, which is financial discipline, we were not having. Into your be situation that we are in now when it comes to our exchange rate. Commander, yem phobia tomna bro na ya dan yan kakri.
Yeah.
If we tell you the impact of the exchange rate and the savings that we are making, commander na nkanna no reko Rwanda cry ya na $500 mekay o mampanyi mahama na abedu about 2,500 3,000 Ghana cedis botuma ko Rwanda aba $500 botuma
That was 2016.
around 2015 2016 bokwaba because 4 Ghana cedis $500 about 2,000 Ghana cedis bokwaba.
Yeah.
And I didn't quite could do 16 Ghana cedis. Same around $500. 16 Ghana cedis. Oh yeah. I can't. Sometimes out of certain pain we have. But you see, in Kofibi War, they were benefiting from the Minya and Kodun.
How?
Oh. Oh, no, Ghana, number one, Ghana Fibu, what's a Ghana to what foreign salary? They are paid in foreign currency.
Oh, okay.
Inti Ghana Fibu war, or my musiciana, war pay no, oba in foreign aid. Into oba based on the exchange rate in the Idiom. Especially those working in the oil sector. Some of them working in the development sector, NGOs in Ibiowa, their pay is prorated in dollars. Inti based on the exchange rate, you know, be more kusuma and okosuma. And I be more what they be an and Ghana yet a problem in no one benefit. Inti because Yameriko they are not happy, so they will speak against some of these things. But one way your man because if you don't think of the collective good, one question that selfishness, one was say your money, the person in Kwamiya. Basenke ye kano kwara inka amambua this year we have 59 ministers and deputy ministers 59 59 This will make it difficult for any other president to come. They will make a justification why you should run this country with over 100 ministers.
Or set standards, no?
And it's important. Standards are very important when it comes to governance. Because unfortunately, them standards there. We are dealing with political party manifesto. It's based on army manifesto. I hear this kind of ministers. That's why Nanado was able to do that. Ben Austin is in a hurry. A man was sent. There needs to be work, so much work. Into Obo minister Yana Watchere ne Bobio na baby of fee the reason why into orphan. Mayanya a fish farming a minister of match fish farming. Eh? Minister of State in charge of procurement. When we have PPA, we have every sector, every ministry has a procurement department. So we've seen all these things. Until now, some of the things that President Mahama is doing is setting standards, is setting a foundation for them to work. Because say they count. Now started the economic indices, in fact 2 years. If you look at your inflation now, 6.3. What? Did we even think it was possible?
Never. Even if not this soon.
So sometimes I am so good and commander, Mama you free there. What catch and there? President Mahama no what bem last year inka another obenya a year inka cedi no work more than 24 Ghana cedis. And our commander one country. They told us. So what are you seeing now? And for me, it is so clear that if MPP had continued in the exchange with and the reason would be that Tanzania for a Benin wa
oh yeah.
All the things happening in the sub-region, because anything that happens is a justification why there should be inflation. It's a justification why there are exchange rate fluctuation. BBI edition COVID in the Russian-Ukraine war, in the external factors, everything. They never blamed themselves. How can you justify today And then the pena me catch Ruby. Then they were justifying the DDP one or year na since Aben is enjoying from it. And I said if you have a reckless behavior, recklessly you sleep around left, right, center, then your STD, necessary for Wedra. On Chada Yado. Wedra na for Chada Yado. It is a must do because at that time, who recklessness no will lead you to that. So if we were reckless in borrowing left, right, center, then you did the Biancado, oh, I did because I won't a year and they save the Mabe. How do you even say that? Sometimes there are some of the justifications they make. What standard that was set in? So I bet you can follow them standard now. Ghana, we are dead and doomed. Because in Kabeyi Bay, you can also get those in national shrine. No, we invest $100 million into national shrine. That is the standards they set. That is the standards. Standard that was set in. That is what it is. Then Kabeyi, that's why I can't know. Also, I'm in a hurry. Or man paying nanado. I say, oh man, into me a lot of ministers. Now after 300 ministers. That is the standard they set. So when we talk about resetting, or when I hear resetting, and that is why for me, I will continue to support that. That really Ghana needed a reset. We needed a reset. And I said it, and I'm not shy, and I won't shy away from it. I've been called names. I don't have a problem with it. Because at the end of the day, we will speak for Ghana and what Ghana needs. If we think the old baby that the resetting is not resetting, we will be the ones to talk about it.
Of course. Sharp.
Because at the end of the day, commander say me now we are femiza or chinobi botry answer and match them is more President Kufoni di Nkofuru King. Because when we saw the thing going wrong, we were quiet. We will remain quiet. It's in there, the kind of standards that are being set is justification enough for me to believe that I'm part. So Mampeyin Mahama and Ghana Fubebre Wakacha Bambe Mahama de President Mahama Yam Fawa Mbede Baye Bibi Sunkum. May I do bay in there? Come and stop the rot and recover the loot. Because they are going on a spree. You can't stop them. And some of they themselves in the ground, they say it, Commander, as we speak, one will be waka. Hey, young coffee, Yama Wayeno. Yama Wayeno.
Me Messia MPP Nibia. On about me and Namo Busam said in the NDC air train day. Obusame, microphone into the no more train.
And that's why Commander me, it's annoying for me when I see an NDC CEO and Munkoshe, you stole this money and when they say it, it annoys me. It annoys me. Why you no abeyo? Embrace Cherba. We want action and not just talk. Embrace Cherba because as we go, time is not on our side. Whatever we wanted to reset, time that the clock is ticking. It's ticking. So be no be 1 year policy, no be 1 year this. No, like I'm saying, the Ghanaians themselves are asking that what they need is the loot to be recovered. What they need is the bleeding to stop. And the bleeding has stopped. That is what we are recognizing. That the new standards are one set in there. It may abandon and make any justification there. I need more than 100 ministers. Now me that run on man. 159 regional ministers count, deputy ministers count. We are having 59. What justification on him or when? We've seen the exchange rate. We've seen fuel prices. We've seen the infrastructure development. Yarukodo. Iba justification ebe there by 100 ministers. But in one day, say if there was standard I was set here, in Kende Ghana yen 500 ministers, nobody should be able to say anything. In Kende yes national shrine obi anyu edo kasa. Odi na ye bose ye gum. Because that is the standards that they've set. I think one last one I will want to add.
Yeah.
Commander. In your day. Say issue generally people are enjoying what is called good governance. They have a leader who relates to the people and understands the plight of the people. Because what do baby na de kasa omampenyin na abedechir na mpenyin fa wo ka won. They don't seem to understand the issues the ordinary Ghanaian is facing. It's when we had Yanko Crawford and Yambrofo walk picket to finance ministry, no, we saw what the then finance minister said. We've seen that integrity is key now. We had a president who told us there will be no haircut. When I 2001 there will be haircut. I said there will be no haircut. Obekai. Straight to all of us. There will be no haircut. Adiche no. Na a back bush. Na sakura. Left, right, center. Na what the man come from.
Thank you.
Madi abe mamen kanchen. Madi. Yem bi on hwehwe. Madi me do voters ID card. Then they are what to a bank moto bi. Oh, muntu ntia moto eti aba omia. And I don't know any ballot. Onyi do. And
strategy the attack. And
I cancel.
Cancel you know. When
So small you shouldn't.
Was it all I got him?
Oh, me attacking him po. Man, I'm Boadu. Into the commander, open door you into the way ye if you man order Boadu. But what attack the one him there me attack with.
And young
Commander,
Boko there.
I'm not doing Boko.
Good.
Say my late.
Oh, don't worry.
But traffic between
yes, easy.
Every day, isn't it?
By Christmas we dey mo anye bibia ekruma bayire. Yes kuma se kura se no. Enyasem kuma unya ba bi mfa.
Wow.
Unya ba bi.
Na commander like I was saying because of also found go boninti. Obiya to do car.
Anyway.
Obiya to do car.
Anyway.
Because when fuel prices went up, no go fun to work alo. And now can you talk way? It's not chrome them, you know, but this and everybody obiya to the car. Obiya
Anyway.
is on the road.
Aaron,
Yeah.
1 year on, here we are. Is it about regrets or fulfillment?
Regrets the young count. Maybe more regret here, Benny Nuance, cool attempt at a failure, but
Pacho use microphone.
Obia Nieji, say at least Abam Papa Ba, Unam Crow, Bia, you see Abam Papa Ba, Papa Ba. Resetting agenda, a idea, echoes every sector of the economy. Ghanaians are Omutuaba, Emma, NDC for 2 good reasons. 1, economic growth and sustainability. 2, job creation. 3, the infrastructure account. Na yambisa hu say the economic stability no ni hifa NDC atu forcing EDFA. If you look at the macro stability for the past 10 or 1 year near, nobody will tell you because me found 1 year, me found 9 months. Because before the finance minister, it's like 10 months now. It's not even up to a year. But we are looking at Nema, every Ghanaian now, Otu Obama NDC is rather rejoicing, but not regretting the actions. Medicain can say, if you look at the expenditure pattern of NDC and MPP, nobody will tell you is the policy implementation difference. Is there a policy implementation difference? Because now NPP Eshada. Edi Oman Ghana as collateral. Enriching themselves individually.
How?
That's the point. Sir, you are looking at the people in their face and you tell them that your taxpayer money is not enough to sustain your livelihood. Therefore, ye the who taxpayer. And what is the tax? What is governance for that matter? The government is you and I. The taxes we pay. Okay? Nema ye internally. Now, Oforiata can look into your face. Otchere said the tax we pay nukra is not enough. Therefore, mime kwako bo businya to the extent that your debt to GDP ratio. Na minu the taxes we pay. The per capita nukra no yes minu ko amanone eko bo businya eko bo pa ansa na yeti medical ma Oforiata to be able to service our debt. That's nonsense. So these people did not come to power to make Ghana peaceful, to make Ghana governable, to make Ghana a better place for all of us. No more click bia. If you are part of the clique, nobody will tell you Ghana is sweet. But if you are not part of the clique, no, trust me, yembimo. Sa unim, commander. I thought that na me peja back. It is because I wanted to have a greener pasture somewhere as a Ghanaian and an activist for that matter. Ghana was not conducive enough for me again to stay in this country to fight for Mother Ghana. So it got to a time, sir, the Mamonona Ayewahano didn't have the belief and didn't have the confidence to stay in Ghana. And this is the only country we have as what? A Ghanaian that you can say Ghana belongs to all of us. But at the time, now 8 years back, Ghana belonged to about 7 or 8 people. Follow. So His Excellency John Dramani Mahama was brought in to salvage you and I. To make sure, sir, the macroeconomic indices now, is reflective. What are the indices? You see here as we speak now, you are assured that the bank rates, dollar to CD, can be there for like 3 weeks without changing. You are assured that the dollar, the CD to dollar at the black market, Abochi, is stable for 1 month and you can project. They will tell you, say, we're in your policy. I'm telling you that if you don't have the policy, what does it mean? Even the IMF then in 2024 projected, say, before the end of 2024, the year 2024, no, the debt to GDP ratio was going to go over 90%. So if you Ghana 90% of it, 10% of it, this is to the extent that even you free to work and then who's after her because end to end. And I mean what? Sapema and Kolebu is end to end, west and north. Ube sorry anapa tutu eko by 5 no what's happen eko fie busumu wa yes I kobo busi ansa na betu oka. Uti Oman Ghana. So these are the people we are talking about. So John Dramani Mahama, within this 10 months, nobody will tell you, say, when you go to sleep, you sleep with sound mind, you walk with sound mind, you eat with sound mind. Because the fuel is guaranteed. The rice that you didn't know, say, you were contemplating ABR because we were running a galloping economy. The inflation was so bad to the extent that you cannot project, you cannot plan, say, and you will get the same price. So these people, through Atuforsen, has taken us a path that stability and sustainability is key, which is the macro indices that we're talking about. It's very key and laudable. The job creation, say, we don't have a data when it comes to job unemployment rates in this country. But the expert will tell you, or the statistics projectively will tell you that it's alarming. It's alarming. It's alarming. To the extent that John Dramani Mahama can promise that Onuba, he's going to make sure that your friends, a 24-hour economy was going to come to elevate poverty, not to even create jobs, to elevate poverty. And I mean, these are two different things. We have elevation of poverty and then job creation. You can be working all right, but if the economy is bad at the time, like Akufo-Addo, when you are paid 1,000 Ghana cedis, and that 1,000 Ghana cedis is like 100 cedis because you go to buy food stuff, you needed to top up some money before you can even get a 1 month square. What do you say? So this is where the good governance is experienced, and this is where we all know, say, Nana Akufo-Addo was a bad president, and ever in the history should we have such a person? Your friend say, what do you say? We understand. So if you look at how the economy is run from then and now, nobody will tell me. I don't say 1 year. I say it at what?
11 months.
No, not 11 months. When did we swear in?
7 January.
Yes. No, I'm talking of time. The governance structure began to work. That's what I'm saying. Because say who quarantine dying, no one say end them. It doesn't mean you live in that compound.
Yeah.
The dying,
but they're real.
I'm saying they
start counting the
but
day
I'm saying
you
they agree. Say my rent dying. Even so, we have 100 days grace period. The 100 days are John Dramani Muhammad Imai, 100 days. Can you tell me that he hasn't fulfilled all of them? If for nothing at all, mere cramoni. And then he says, say, Oba, the Hajj fares from 75,000 Ghana cedi will be reduced. Oba, that as part of the 100 days, he reduced it. And I mean, what? So if I don't know anything, he has fulfilled one side of it. And we are happy that as Muslims, he reduced it. Osanka say, eye dianya Oba, dumso levy. Obetisu. Levy, obey. Within the 100 days, now he's taking it out. So they might be brave. He has promised and fulfilled them. But Yanum at the time made history of going to borrow money by organizing party. Me, if not, say me as a banker, for example, and I see my a client come to borrow money and take the money to go back and organize KNK or organize party.
That is serious.
I don't see how I will ever take you serious. How are you going to pay? And no wonder that the debt to GDP was, over 100% before Omukoye. So we're looking at how the economic activities then and now has transformed. He made sure again that all tax reforms are able to cushion the business environment, and for the first time that even though people felt that look, you needed not to even say reduce tax, but he did it. You know why? He wanted to bring everybody, the SMEs, on board, so that at least if it is reduced, I would make sure that I will be enrolled, and once I enrolled, I'll begin to pay tax. And he will get to rope everybody in to making sure that you will pay at the end of the month. And once you pay, and then you, the person who has come, the enabling environment will make sure say we wait to make an equity job for other people. So he's done that. We all saw what happened, and today contractors are complaining that ever since the assumption of power, Nana Akufo-Addo era, no mutual contractors. But up till date, you are contractors. And I keep asking people, I wonder, because the implementation of any policy would have to take account of what you have. And I mean, what? Because if you just inherit an account and you don't take your time, the little you have, you don't know that people have left debts and you need to service them. You have other things that you need to do to make sure the economy is stable. And that is why we're talking about the sustainability. Because if you look at Niana Omuye, they did not have any records to whatever happened between you and I. So they were doing it, they were running this economy like Kele Wule shop, that they come and fry one sack of plantain, asa, then they go back to the market. But this is Atu Forsen. He's saying that, look, we have realized that the major problem of Ghanaian was how to live 3 square meal.
Mm-hmm.
That's a major thing. So he decided to say no. And more now we turn 700 cedis. Me make sure say ye de beba 300 Ghana cedis. So that who are we nisekano, you are able to purchase it. But since now you say you contractors. A woman say the contractor is also a Ghanaian. But a woman say you needed to look at how much a wo bottom and say we shall say etua amount for yanum di omoka. You inherit the liabilities at the same time the assets. So if you look at the assets, and somebody will tell you that if you see at citizen Adazi yes Kenya, find out the liability and juxtapose that with your what? Your assets. That one will tell you that citizen a rich man. So we saw people driving V8 here and there. Have you found out whether a Busian or Jikoto or Kodo rice or a former buy Ebeto? So you need to look at all those things or Kodipa. So you're looking at what you have, and that is what NDC has checked and realized that there be Ghanaians largely are crying. You cannot buy foodstuffs. You cannot buy rice. You cannot buy and so many things. So let's focus on the stability, the macro stability first, which is what he has done. So next year, and that is why the economists will tell you the growth, which is the quantitatives and qualitatives. So you look at it quantitatively whether we were fit enough to meet the demand of our liabilities. So if you look at it and you are not able to, then you suspend growth, development. Then you come and focus on the growth, which is the individual. Make sure you grow the individuals. And once the individuals are happier, the economy will bounce back naturally without hassle. So the NDC has taken the path of making sure the economic stability through what the macro stability and sustainability is key, which will drive job creation. And which is what.
But they will tell you 1 year on how many jobs created.
Good. If you go to the medical can say, if you look at the statistics, and that is what Ghana has lacked ever since. We have not deliberately created a platform or a data that can tell you, say, we are having over 17 million people sitting without jobs. Nobody, if you like, there's no data like that. But they will tell you the percentage wise, and which is nominal. You don't have the physicals to be able to tell you, say, okay, we have out of this, we have 9, 10, 15 million people sitting at home without work. So if you look at those statistics now, nobody will tell you. So let's look at it holistically. Whether at the time NDC, MPP was in power, what was the percentage? So the percentage has dropped. That is what we're looking for. What do I say? So there has been growth, whether you like it or not. And I keep using me as example. Bankuna na midibahano. Today you go there, you see it, boom. It's big.
Really?
I'm telling you, Commander, you see it big. What do I say? The fufu that I used to eat 30 cedis today is 20 cedis. I'm telling you.
Really?
Why? We are living a liberal life. Oh. Nobody can decide where you eat.
Oh, yeah.
Are you getting my point? Don't go and say that Kempiski, eat your 1,000 Ghana cedis and you come and make noise. Because nobody will tell you, nobody didn't tell you to go. No, I'll be unforeseen you say, are you getting my point? So I know where, look, I'm not making fun. I'm telling you, say, the economy has grown to the extent that as we speak, NDC inherited, at the time, look at the agri sector. What was the percentage? Today we are talking about more than 25%. You get it. You come to the service sector. Nobody will tell you. It's over 45%. At the time, what was it? Less than 30. So let's look at it. Say, oh, yes, 1 year on, what has happened? If you bring it close and look at then and now, nobody will tell you Nyame Adom, and you are happy because you are alive. Nana Akufo-Addo and then Nana Akufo-Addo Yewura Kama pharmaceuticals wako. Nyame Nana Akufo-Addo wako Kama pharmaceuticals. What I say? Because of that burden, we saw other Nana Akufo-Addo where ex-servicemen line up on the streets crying, oh, because he relaxed the system for people to outsmart others. And he himself is a scammer. The government at the time, through finance minister, scammed Ghana under DDP. For the first time in the history, a demonstration led by a chief justice in this country. Yeah, who be that? Yeah. So let's look at it that, look, 1 year on, even though I disagree, it's 10 years on, 10 months on. There are so much that NDC has done.
Right.
In the area of agric, healthcare, what do I say?
So let me
see what this man Akukon Kitinkiti.
Yeah, so let me do this.
Feed Ghana is so look. Nobody does.
Akukon Kitinkiti, Feed Ghana. So many policies are implemented, but for the sake of time, Honorable Madi, at this point,
Commander.
Yes, Yanka say a deputy say on the 8th December. Ye knew ye who say ye nya the fulfillment. Na ye hwehwe.
Commander, I mean, if I couldn't went here, with for the on Facebook so.
That's
Commander, the obey no ho by this time. MPP amoni abayemo. Say akwanya omodi ebu Ghana. Say omo tauto omo say they are the dawn of knowledge in Ghana. Ebe democracy omo obi ani ho. Ebe economy omo champions. Ebe lawyers omo champions. Sana omo dada Ghana for acha papa. Na 1.7 million Gabo no. And a man for say man for sama bon papa. Commander me bana me tiu na o ka sem against omampeni dada Kufuor. Ama nsema wo ka say me dey be me ka say age bi ho bi ko do age no ka sa te kasa wo say yem fa ne kompai bom ehwe the system mo because nsema wo ka on his birthday now be say wo ka on his sebio preparing for his birthday ana na nsema wo ken kai say ni de
ba onim de hoka
de be onim and abro
no.
Pass your episode from Mamma, I mean, Bonnie, you know.
And your boy.
Hey, and now, bro, because on can send me in most part of his speeches, and they say, you're my cathedral, no, a man consort, no. Now, when I'm coupon a secretary now.
Oh, you're the treasurer.
Because I could say, only a coupon agreement to build a church for him. So that you need to consult anybody. It is just a good force you consulting and your badge and Cooper secretary. No. Eh?
I didn't hear the annual you consulted me. I was so waka. Say Mudaho. It would the uncle sort of eh? And I know one in a cassette.
But on
I'm a Daniel and see on see.
One first scanner, 1 month scanner, you are no fancy, one first capacity. But Kufuor Ansah, even in this case of Cathedral, we know it definitely before. On my last rally, issues will be raised. He say, "Sir, Cathedral na yeah, boy economy no." I feel like I say and consult no. So when he was defending it, he said, "Boy economy na or can no info." But Commander, 1 year on, last year, say campaign 2024, in Yama opponent can ye. Mekai ohini bi wo sehwe na ne ba eka mo contest ne ba a candidate for the MPP in 2024 elections in some MPP eka any sign for ne bi eka any say ya tu abama John Mahama ye omampeni ama ye tunu se ba ma ba omampeni bi omdie eye musu eye oman Ghana na ma oman ne nkwa enim bi Nti offer sa issues don't come to me say even within NDC club am for akasa oka kokwendo.
Yeah.
Oka kokwendo. Unipa kokwendo. Ai. Ono ka say no me say the man same crew. Then MPP also start saying say inyama no a amahye tu ho no amoya ma oman Ghana no. Abro na mudi Ghana no say ba be chance akrapo. Eni bi ni say mu say e ba free education e ba twemu. Enti wo hwe omu nante obi a NDC won ba choice free education mu on ba twemu nti bo mu nto aba ma omu. In fact e kan na o chehi ne ka kire say obu ba kan na do asem say onye de omu ya bayifo.
Yeah, bayifo.
But we believed in John Dramani Mahama. We believe in the leadership now on say party in Juma to get the victory. Commander, and this is where I will take the opportunity to thank our volunteers. Make volunteers, pooling agents, Juma December 7th. Make a training.
Yeah, I'm okay.
And I'll bring you there. I'm bringing you there. That's why I started this way.
Yo.
Omo training. Training. Every fear, fire lawyers in Libya, free fear going to other district, training to all these things. Consul executive Juma Oye. Commander, offer party no 1 year on. Marimfa party government first. In the history of Fourth Republic, some they came to power through a political party. Even John Dramani Mahama was president in 2012 to 2016. For the first time, a political leader, be a 1 year Saku say, let me build a political party. And this era. Commander, this is a president between 9 months, 11 months, has given party officers an opportunity than any political party leader. Offer from MMDCs, through the. In fact, this is the first time I hear say regional woman organizer, party regional woman organizer, regional minister.
Really?
Yes. Pick up which me. It's the first time you're a woman organizer. You're in the GDA say you can be a minister. National. NPP. But the Meka region.
And you are talking about minister.
Yes, Eastern region.
Women
organizers. Yes, in fact, Eastern region a deputy woman organizer. Eastern region, a deputy regional woman organizer. Yes. This is that confidence now on building the party. Because I remember as a deputy national organizer in 2016, one of the challenges John Dramani Mahama who said, we need elections from Professor Moss. About 2 system. He did some reshuffle. In Kafana reshuffle affect your mono. In fact, some of them fought even John Mahama in 2016.
Yeah, I remember.
Yes, they fought him. In Tele of say, I do so be appointing me. You better Sammy. And all those people today, who's the same people now getting to reset where they fit. They are working to those areas in their quality. Because that time I catch a man for say, two structure. So if you don't understand, Obeka say is offending somebody within you. But in there, in fact, like I said, over governance now, almost 70% of party executives and running governance now. It's the first time.
Now a trickle from.
Yeah, so far, and this is also why I want to urge all of us. Yes, however, we are also being not appreciative of what is happening. Commander, opportunities now echo on the ground. There are some people who will be talking, but in your opportunity now more pay. According to contractor, pay you my for. In fact, I speak to you, Commander. Of all the education yama, only say a man for they say you go how to me don't fear because of this school placement.
I see.
School placement be no back of G forms. Mayam. One opportunity was here a binding yet. When is new? Because Omoko Jessica energy pushes our agendas, no. But Commander, when you come to the system, say you national executive, regional executive, constituent executive. And I'll be surprised anybody will say, we are not getting to that. The government is not getting to what we want. Yes, some people are expectation higher. One, why there is expectation higher, Commander? Over the NDC who have followed the politics now from up to year 2000. In fact, say DC year, constituency for Timetinasi. I can see, Commander will crow mu on where teacher free crew mu. Young governor in DC area. Executive. Because that time, two issues. Either we don't believe in ourselves. And our more party executive position, Bebrenu have not taken advantage of the academic issues. But of late, constituency, the list in the constituency.
We are saying almost constituency executives are being made MMDC.
This time around, constituency be obi and free in the constituency. Because DC obi will approach and DC because from the chairman to the last executive in the party, you have that capacity, that friends and education background. Say, make me a DC in be. So if we take our MMDC across the country now, a constituency current others executive and as an election director and these MMDCs. Unlike first, Nankawa Bemua won't say will be the MMDC where a teacher near coffee free baby a teacher because system as because people the number of human resources no acquired a dorsal and a space no I find a creative space because you can't get two MMDCs at the same time. In fact, that is why a commander observed there was one constituency in Volta region, almost 28 of executive, and now apply for MMDC to be DC in the constituency. One constituency who only now apply because only now more idea to show say MDC. And this is what the current government, account made. Offer other positions are yes. In fact, there are some people are first commander. You win elections on. But this organizer, maybe say a pay Nadmo. But I remember in some years, people were even saying we need power me where Zoom live coordinator. We didn't even understand what is it. But when say more be more appointment here. What's my certificate in since our position now? Nanka say traditional no. And you agree? Because the standard and yes standard I know the chairman, consulting chairman, I pilot, NDC. Consulting chairman, contractor, the contractor district I'm revenue no raising. And this person, you can imagine. They're not a man at that level. So if you don't look at him as say 60 man, that's one thing I believe. Say perhaps maybe we have to also start understanding the NDC. Almost say as to move from say Obeko constituency who chobe but intellectuals and executive. But to our branches, Ubenya branch executives are lectures. Yes, your branches, part NDC party,
especially I think voter region.
Me say your branches, Ubenya say Obi Owa so but. Because we are not talking about it. That is why I open and they be almost sorry, see, Omuko school say. But I think that we are getting to the point they have seen the reality, and that's a challenge. So me, I will say that 1 year on with the government, about party government relationship, I think that it has been better. I can't hear my opportunity to be able to say, you assume that since 2016, they will make our for 2016 elections now, the government performed better. Rules, now. But that link between yana opportunity with the more because when you go down now, the number is huge. Because we're talking about 40,000 plus as a branch, say, and now a pool agent or no branch executives. So how do we come to them? How do we get close to them? But also it's based on how to communicate the issues. I've said this thing also. I've always preferred using data to do my argument. Yes, we have about 40,000 agents are used to. But how far data no? And your agents na job ready because some of them are in school. If you are or in SS, I think I work ni first year. Into offer the work on the first year this time around no. Based on the juma power yeah in the ye fees ama omo free events in university first year more. So it helps that brackets no every more. And that data no because we are not communicating, we don't know actually what exactly we are doing to our people. And I believe you say once we are getting to say stability in the air because now we didn't know say now the teachers now can see our form went your more. We are going to teachers no. So picking a new teacher you have to be careful. Because when we are the challenge here we need more. So offer if I say this road construction Pokwasi Amasama $70 million now in there yedibo two or no. Commander that discipline na no. Okay I said nanka scan hopane scan no now the man say fire say you nanka ho that $70 million what will you do for the economy? So there are things that we promise. If we say about we will bring everybody to be say a opportunity, but challenges in say we admit first challenges in but 1 year we are here for almost 1 year. Make I say the government has performed better, and say because so far first 4 months na buy yes I say dollar ho asem. Include me no be any day abroad Ghana that first 4 months no. MPP are more than bonsan for their life no. And they were MPP in disguise. CSOs. Who's your problem with Ghana? Who's your problem? Tell me that your dollar issues. So no say the way artificial. For the first word, artificial. Then CSOs no baby. I'm looking say American trade issue. World $19 cedis. Into MPP artificial. United States say issues in and then I say I try about 7 months I didn't quite stable no almost infinite gold no infinite baby to gold no yancha entina galam says no echo. So when you use this strategy say oh yeah they are baboya they have the way they end this the opposite issues no but I'm proud say 1 year 1 year young extended IMF. Young extended because those who understand how to manage the economy, no opportunity buy extend it. Oh yeah. But I'm criticizing IMF not that but they extended it. But when we didn't extend it. But at the same time, project, you know, you need some funding. My uncle. Because that night also under Professor Moss. I will bring one of the major projects steam corridor. Say for $3 billion.
China.
Not China go back. In fact, they back do time because but nobody say no got to SU no. At the higher say ya engine to more. And Professor so na mo from music anko.
I remember
yes.
That incident.
But this is something. Idea yes say in the road infrastructure. It's the corridor. The big push. Eastern corridor project
10 times.
But obi okafe say yekoyiska inference can free discipline. That discipline and MPP I can say muntra contractors or muntra because that must attack traps. Because all the contractors most of them on MPP for. Ye juma. So ko manson kwanta ona video any project.
Yeah, video.
Campaign no. Mutu say adin galam say no mo so mo road. No, do not to amra. Tracks come try open the falcon for almost 1 year. To amra balcon. So mo ye juba. But the government said I want to see the project to be able to get it done. But me no project member for fraud no. What say my young man penida? Me ma ade friend say mobilization. What is idea how my pan no commander? Say a project near mobilization. When mobilization we are on project. What is who needs our capacity now? Me more project no. Then even within the same frame no crapo amount for a juma without problem. So governments were in 1 year. Discipline now that say yeah. I believe say continuing it in the years 2026. Say to be manage your economy no your policies na no. We'll get to that point. that argument now, yes, say no, it would not even come. You see, I'm not surprised. Said MPP in almost 1 year, almost year more primaries, they are not able to punch a hole in the government, and none of them. According to Abeyefo campaign, a way, because they have nothing against the government. They have nothing, no. Because them partner almost make us see where amuya no enye. Commander. Then and make us see where amuya no enye. Because yes, start here can someone Bukasi road and there. Or one penny could see him twice. Twice. What's it? My mom 3 months. Me about after 3 months. I want to see something because come me mom on a Ghana for sika. Ampara so go do fact.
That is governance.
Governance. Like about kunwa. Unim said now.
So monitoring o said the for evaluation.
That monitoring. Sure. Who onim Pokwasi in one road no. First time na here between White House, White House, above Fanko Bridge no so. Another could be is road no. A commission, Eddie canopy, I could see road requiring so a commission. And I can cry elections. And I'm the street light ebe to so. And I'm the posters ebe to so say NDC omudi ebe to so one penny. But today we have gone beyond it. And now ye shebo say ye ba ye be researching. Ye ya bro say na do ya bro. Abro di ye. Say abide project na ye no. So o ka say me man ko so cement bo ko so e be affect you. O say ba me continue. So just like a big push say because in our road enka ho. And there yes our project you know. And this is what opens every country. Once this road is completed in 2 years now you promise you know. Nobody will come back to me yes one Pokwasi road bio. And I will ever go bio. We will not channel our resources to another area sir about development bio. And 1 year we there. 1 year what we knew say ewo and what we came to meet you know as some programs in the break. Nyankanya idea would have by now gone beyond what we are doing. But even with this, at least the businessmen be able to say, or share treasure bill above from into other than this, and I got to bank be no expecting bill or bill. I don't know deal with that. They say about 16% too, and who never be able to move. Now got that 25%. I'm for Jessica. What to say pastors, pastors, no more my word. Or my collection, no like 2 treasure bill, 90 days, 91 days.
They flow.
They said, "Mobia say, Charlie." But last week, na meet one of almost a business guru, Kwan Estate. Yeah, radio so they started a winning power no. I can say dollar issues na here no artificial. Na we nem kwasiaga. Commander only me say last week I'm share the same radio station. O kasa, ye be some dollar issues no. We say we dey good board na ejuma papa.
I see.
Yes. This is a form of the businessman. What's a dear gold boy? What's another can say? They say dollar and infrastructure say CD. Until $G, you are rushing to pick CD than picking a dollar. This is a businessman who always quote dollar to do business. And this is what we voted for. This is why people didn't sleep. This is why we sacrifice our time. Activate body cameras near night to us away who the far high. Yeah, sure say, ballot papers will print on New Town. No? Start on New Town and on New Town. Ballot papers no print or New Town.
I'm for baby.
Start on New Town, but the real New Town. I'm come baby. I'm for minimum candidate. I see police stations. IMPP for. Yet you are going to police stations election day. That's the kind of work, and that's why you will salute the party volunteers. Executive volunteers all over. Commander, a man for a juma. A man for a juma. And whilst I'm saying this thing, then I make I say 13th year the year final right of Dr. Manibu Ama. Kofredia on the 13th. Saturday, yeah. And I be the final the family bet I say it's already look back for me when I look back. In fact, Ndra, and my wife I catch me say, himself for 3 days, Mambefie. Me kai said 3 days to elections, Mambefie. Because you at that time you don't trust yourself to trust anybody. You don't trust yourself to trust anybody. So point now I could do say after that, if I within 1 year party, never me and say and makes me happy. Say yes, Ghanaians are still believe in the government now. I had every election start. Yakwa
Ablekuma.
And I catch them say better free education. You free education more. You have project abamo. I dear to almost a better abamo. They voted for us. We want to quit ya mining community. I baby ever say was it against the mining community and not DB. In fact, they gave us more vote than even 2024 elections. In fact, highest vote than any friends by elections are Yako or Mayemo. Again, Yako Tamale Central. Political party can say debut. Ejuma John Mahama Eyano. Was Yanni MP. Yako election without a vote, one man voting in that area. And 1 year no day, regret the Ebeka say NDC and I say Ghana Ebeka say why regret on the issue. It's only to say that we are proud to say that we protected the system. In fact, the last 2017 NDC MPP winning elections. What you have? And I was saying family for no. So we was young for. And I'm the thing you're so artificial. So now do about papa any. But I say about die nyama from no. I'm say they about bronte yente so.